Hey guys, coldbrew here. Welcome back to Watcher of Realms with Dalia, the Death's Blossom. We're gonna have a look at her and say whether it's worth it to go for the 250 summons required to get a guaranteed copy of her. Of course, we will be able to summon her before that if we get lucky. But is this really worth it? Is this hero really worth it? I'm on the test server right now. I have access on her. I given her some good gear. Gonna see on what is her, purpose. She's gonna be a mage. Pretty much we have lots of mages at this point. So is she going to be key to beating, let's say, Gear 8 1? I can't see here being used in Gear 8 2, Gear 8 3, no. And Gear 8 4 and 5, well, Gear Dungeon 1 and 2. It really depends on whether you're going to use a mage in their gear. Gear Dungeon 1, you can use mages. Gear Dungeon 2, I'm not really sure if you can use mages. For the most part, there are some enemies that have magic resistance. So her use case will be dependent on that. So her talent generates one cursed blossom on a random tile in range every X seconds. X is equal to 1.5 attack interval. So the higher the interval, I think the more frequent the cursed blossoms are going to be applied. So 15 seconds duration, deals 100% damage one time and inflicts 50% slow to the ground on enemies who enter the affected tiles. Inflicts one stack of poison for 10 seconds to up to 3 ground enemy. So poison is good because it does damage over time, but really as a mage you want that burst damage for Gear 8 1. So I'm already not seeing it. AoE damage to up to 10 enemies, that's huge. Then the ultimate, when activated, increases the hero's damage by 30% for 10 seconds. During the skill effect, the hero's basic attack prioritizes igniting one existing cursed blossom with enemies around, dealing 270% AoE damage to up to 8 nearby enemies, inflicting slow and 2 stacks of poison. So all of this crowd control that she has, the slows are gonna affect her damage if you have a good lord, right? So the lord will give bonuses if you have let me see. Well, I should have it. Let's say let's say you have Morrigan in there. Her lord skill, if you know, helps you do damage based on the immobilized state of enemies. So if they're frozen, stunned, or slowed, you can do 30% extra damage, and that can be huge for this team. So if you do have Morrigan to throw in there as the leader, I would say that she would benefit, right? So passive, every cursed blossom ignited increases crit damage by 30% for 10 seconds. That is huge, right? So multiple Cursed Blossoms will give you bigger benefit. If there are at least 2 instances of Cursed Blossom adjacent to an ally, the ally gains block increase and damage increase. Ah, that's nice. Damage increase for the ally of 20%. Plus the block increase, that's nice. But for the most part, I would say at least 2 instances of that. So I would need to give her lots more speed, I would say, to benefit from that. I have her at 336. She's not that much. Her attack interval at this point is at 2.1. Could see this dropping a little bit. So if we can drop the attack interval, we'll have more frequent Cursed Blossoms. Let's have a look at the awakenings on her. The number of Cursed Blossoms required to trigger Thorn's Embrace is reduced to 1. Ah, that's nice. And then on 3... 25% extra damage to targets inflicted with poison. Ooh. Cost -2 on Awakening 4. And then Cursed Blossom also inflicts the same amount of damage and slow effect to enemies who leave the affected tile. Yeah, on Awakening 5. That's insane. But Awakening 1 opens up. It's like this for many heroes. The Awakening 1 opens up the possibility for them to do much more damage. So this one giving you the 20% damage increase from just one Cursed Blossom is pretty cool. I can see her being as like a slash support hero. So the way I've built her is because of her relatively low cost, 800. I've given her the Soulbound Arcana set, the SBA, as I call it, SBA set. All right. So you use up your ultimate, she becomes stronger and stronger. This is basically crucial for Gear 8 1. So yeah, let's go in there and we'll see how this goes. We're gonna be using Boreas here because we need it. So let's give him this gear just so he becomes a little bit more powerful. And we're gonna go and have a look. Okay, we're gonna have Morrigan here for the huge aura to benefit her. I do have her on my main account, so it's kind of reasonable for me to test that out. I don't know if her damage is going to be huge. I'm going to be comparing her to Baria's. Maybe that's not fair, but come on. We got to test things out. So we're going to get the big benefit from Morrigan. And let's place her first here. 21. Look at the range. That range is huge, by the way. That range is very nice. Okay, so drop her down. You see these blossoms down on the ground. That's what you want to see. There's a blossom even over there. That's great. There's Boreas. And then we pop these. Pop her ultimate and see what's up. I'm not doing crazy damage over here. Not really, from what I'm seeing. Like, I'm seeing the blossoms, but are they really doing much? So let's place another mage over there. So, okay. Let's pop some ultimates. See if we can kill these things. All right. So who's doing the most damage? Is it just a combo of these three? So if you have a tank, it benefits them, but if I remember her passive. So if an ally is close, that kind of helps, but we can't even place the tank at this point because of the blossoms, right? Oh, there we go. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. The blossoms are all over the place. Just wait a bit. So I want to pop everything when these enemies come close. We're doing good damage, but I didn't even place a tank over there. Oh, maybe now. There we go. So that's gonna improve on his block, right? Because he's close to the blossom, but now we basically lose one blossom, right? Not very good, is it? And that tank does not benefit from his, because he places down a tank unit. So yeah, it's kind of nasty. Pop everything. Yikes! Yeah, he's dead. All right. Not sure what to say about her, you know, blossoms on the ground, because that makes things weird. Let's get going. All right, can we do more damage? Make sure we clear it. We're doing good damage overall. I think it's a combo of everybody, but the blossoms are doing some good work, I think. Because look at this, we cleared it very comfortably, but of course the gear is huge here, and then the poisons. We have the poisons on the boss because of her, and she should be doing good damage, but I don't know. I don't know who's doing the most here. Let's see. Put more ultis. Okay. Relatively comfortable clear. No power of dominance. So yeah, she's gonna be great here, but I have Boreas. Boreas has heal reduction also, right? So quite comfortable clear, I'm gonna say. So what's the stats? I mean, double to what Boreas did. That is huge. 117,000, 117 million to 66. And I even did the mess over there with just blocking, right? So I'm still not sure of her conditional that gives more damage to an ally, right? So generates one Curse of Blossom, right? Every Curse of Blossom ignited, increased crit damage, yes. At least 2 instances of Curse of Blossom adjacent to an ally. The ally gains block increase and damage increase. Can that be considered us? Are we the allies? Right? I have lots of crit damage on her though, but very low attack. 13,000 to Boreas. 16,000. He has 285. He's got 285 crit damage. He's got lower than that at 3. No, the crit damage is higher. The attack is lower. So 3,000 lower attack. So if I would switch the gear around a little bit, we would have 350, 13,000. I could drop 50 for another 3,000 attack. Probably. If I had something different here. But it's not even 100% crit rate. It's barely noticeable there with a 95%, but I'm surprised. I saw some reviews on her that were actually like that she's not that great, that she's garbage, but she's looking pretty nice. Let's say if I switch on her gear with Boreas gear, right? Her gear with Boreas. How would the clear look? So, quick change. They both have similar sets, so I think it's a fair change. So Boreas gets now much higher crit damage. She has higher attack speed, I believe now. 430. So her attack interval now drops to 1.9 seconds. Yeah, let's do a damage test again. We have a strong lord for Boreas, strong lord for her. So I think it's a fair test. I'm not gonna say that you can do it without him though. No, I don't. You'll need some heal reduction, or just huge burst. Burst is also pretty nice. There you go. That's Boreas. So now start popping these. Does he get? Yes, he gets the increased damage. So he was benefiting from that. She's benefiting from the extra 20%. So, I mean, because he's adjacent to 2, is he though to 2? He's adjacent to 1. How is that considered? Adjacent. Sure. Anyway, not gonna judge. If it works, it works, right? So there we go. Let's pop everything here. These should go down fast. There it is. I'm gonna drop her down also. Get some rage back. These guys are gonna be annoying. Look at how quicker she gets her ultimate than Boreas. Yeah. She pops these flowers. When she pops the flowers, she can also hit these enemies from so far away. That's what you want. Let's get our rage back. Do I want to pop the ultimates now? Do I wait? Look at how much lower I get these guys. So I'm gonna pop Kamed here instead. Not even trying to freeze them, but they're comfortably dying. And let's pop everything now. Boom, 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 boom. Then we get our rage back. This is like the strategy everybody uses, pretty much for gear rate 1. Drop her in also. Not that it changes much, but I don't even think I have gear on her. Yeah, the ultimates didn't pop there in the right timings, but let's get some rage back. Yeah, look at how quickly her ultimate goes though. Now we have the poisons on and it's basically done. So the wall seems to be at around the same, health as before. Yeah, I see the blossoms there. Let's pop ultimates again. I mean, Boreas is not popping his ultimate. is fine, but he does a lot of AoE damage, so you can't really say that he does not hit everything on the map. So the damage, total damage, seems to be great. We now changed the gear, by the way. I changed the gear, so she has much lower crit damage than before, much higher attack, but remember, she gains crit damage when the flowers pop. So I want to see what's up now. Sell this crap. It's like I didn't change anything. Look, I don't get the people's bad reviews. I don't know. She seems great for Gear 1. She's probably gonna help you there a ton. So yeah, we have the anti-healing. That is huge. Can I do it without him though? Do I go for another test? All right, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do another test without Boreas. If she can be the one. I mean, Kamet is still strong, but can't beat it. You can't beat Gear 1 with just Kamet, can you? And he's Awakening 5, by the way. Maybe I find another mage. But a strong Lord here. Strong Lord here. This boosts my damage by 30% on AoEs. So maybe the Lord is just too strong for her, but I mean, come on. Come on. I think with even the epic Lords, we would still get a nice benefit. Not the same as Morrigan, obviously, but still nice. I think she's gonna be good for arenas. I can see that her slow being very strong for arenas. So will I go for her? I have all these mages. I have Kamet on my main account. I have Boreas. I have Morrigan. She would be nice. I don't see myself spending though to get her, but she's still very strong, as you saw, guys. As you saw, let me know your thoughts down below on where you would use her instead. Remember, these are the different stats that I have on her: 15,000 to 285 crit damage with 430 attack speed. So you would get more frequent flowers on the ground. And remember, this popping so much sooner. So one instance of Cursed Blossom, basically boosting your damage by 20% way more frequently, is huge. And every time you pop it, you get crit damage boost, stacking up to 3 times. So 90% crit damage. Insane. I kind of like her. I like her a lot. She's got her own cinematic, by the way. We didn't have a look at this, but here it is. Looks cool. Looks flowery. Drops from the sky to the ground. Flowers pop on her. Makes sense. Looks beautiful, right? Yeah, it does. There she is. Oh, and another big flower. Amazing. It reminds me of Poison Ivy from Batman. What's it? Batman Forever? I think so. The movie, guys. Let me know down below, guys, what you think on her and whether you're gonna go for her. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.